Hey everybody, so update on the bike build. So as you can probably tell, it's actually pretty much fully built. Got all the essentials, got all the, basically got the whole headset together, and I went ahead and got some nicer, I got the nice Bontrager grips for the handlebars on here, because I bought some of the actual Schwinn, like ergonomic grip ones, and just didn't have a really comfortable feel. But these ones here, they're the Bontrager Satellite Elite ones, I do believe, and they are very comfortable actually. So, and I got the nice blue brake handles. They are also, I got the blue brake calipers on here. Got the red caps for the hydraulics. So these are actually cable actuated hydraulic disc brake calipers on here. So I got that one, and then I got the back one here, and then I got this bracket I got on Amazon. This other one with like a little like clamp that kind of wraps around the frame back here. There we go. Wraps around the frame here, but it was such thin metal on that clamp that it was actually flexing, and it eventually got to a point where I went to hit the brake, and the whole caliper actually got pulled forward, and it bound, and actually it bent it bowed the actual disc a little bit. I was able to get it bowed back out, but either way, it's the bracket for the caliper was so bent up that yeah, sorry about the plane noise this week, so I'm pretty prevalent right now. But yeah, I was able to bend that back. And then I got this one, which seems to be doing pretty good, but if you have one of these racks, you might have to, I don't know if you can tell, I actually had to drill this hole and kind of file it larger, kind of down at an angle. So that's the hole that it comes with right there, but I drilled this out, and then I had to I was a little off, so I had to basically file that down to where the hole actually was to the frame, and I was able to get that in there. But a little bit of a contraption, but I made it work. But anyways, then I got this really nice kickstand on eBay. So this one actually, it's clamped here on the frame. Sorry if the camera angle is a little off. I'm mostly looking at I'm not really looking through the camera as much as I should be right now, but regardless, so this one's got a clamp down here, and then it also has this little, I guess, Y clamp here that grabs the upper part of the A-frame in the back, so that when because otherwise there's a lot of these that just have this, but the kickstand can swing in and out and bend, but this up here basically locks it in place so it can't swing in and out. So I really like this one actually. I've had several just clamped down here, and they bend, and sometimes they even get stuck and break off. Like I had one that bowed in and got caught in the spoke, and it just the torque just snapped it. So that's what I like about these ones. You can get these on eBay. I think they're like 17 or 18 bucks or so after like taxes, and I think they're free shipping. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was free shipping on that. But yeah, they're if I can remember, or if I can find the link to the eBay page, I'll put it in the description for this video. But that was on eBay. Very nice one. It's got the adjustable thing down here with the Allen. There's an Allen screw on the back here, and then there's a little lever right here. I don't know if you can see that, but right where my pointer finger is a lever here. You pull that out, and then you can slide this as a little lock notches in the back here. You can pick whatever your desired length is for, basically how much lean you want on the bike and how tall you want it to kind of when you have it leaned. And then I got all the derailleurs are pretty much set where I wanted them, or set to where they work properly. Now keep in mind, this is a 9-speed, so a lot of times, let me get around the other side here so you can see better. So a lot of times you have if you have 9-speed in the back, if you go all, like if say you're in low gear and you go all the way to high gear up here, you're gonna grind it a little bit on the edge, because technically you're not supposed to go from like low up front to high in the back, because your chain is angled so much to where it doesn't matter how you adjust this, it's gonna, you're gonna get clatter. The chain's gonna hit the either side there, going high to low or low to high, because essentially you're not supposed to use but certain, you know, rear sprockets depending on what gear you're in up front. Like obviously if you're in low gear, you use, you know, your lower ones. If you're in mid gear, you use your middle ones, and obviously high gear, you're going to use your outer ones here. So, and then this is the so I originally had the Altus 7/8 speed on here. Had the really, I don't know if you remember I don't know if you guys remember, maybe you saw the previous video where I installed that derailleur on here, but it had the really large bottom sprocket right here. But this is a 9-speed, specifically designed for 9-speed. It's basically the 9-speed version of the Shimano Altus line, but this is actually a really nice derailleur. I just kind of wish that I don't know if you can see this or not, but there we go. Sorry, my camera is probably way off right now, but you can probably tell. I don't even think I have to, well, it probably is pretty self-explanatory what I'm looking at right here. You probably noticed this little gap right here. So this entire derailleur bracket is kind of out of alignment, so this whole thing is kind of on a weird angle. I mean, it still works just fine, but this whole thing can kind of move if I really force it. Right now it's pretty much locked, it's just kind of torque locked itself in that position. But yeah, this whole thing, I can actually move this, and it's, I don't know if you can see, if I can get the camera in there without it, and hopefully it gets less blurry. Here we go. Oops, messed it up again. So right off the tip of my finger, and if you can see that at all, maybe it'll focus, I don't know. It's not wanting to focus. There we go. Off the tip of my finger, you notice there's a little gap in the bracket there. That's actually missing, that's where it broke. So that gap is actually where there's missing, it basically snapped right there. So the whole thing's kind of just did some weird things, and that's just how it's kind of there. But I mean, I could feasibly rebuild it or try to find a new one. I mean, I went to several websites as well as several stores. I even went to Wheel and Sprocket here in Oshkosh, and they didn't have that. So unfortunately, I'm either gonna have to completely rebuild it or find a machine shop that can, or basically I was given the option of that, try to make this one work, or just buy a completely new bike frame that's a little more reputable brand apparently, because I was told that Schwinn kind of went downhill, and I can't remember what year range I was told that Schwinn kind of started heading downhill. Not saying all Schwinn bikes are bad. I mean, in fact, if anything, I think they're pretty dang good myself. But you know, obviously the guys at the bike shop, said they're, you know, they're still kind of decent, but they have slipped a bit in quality over the years, which, let's face it, a lot of brands have. But I mean, all things considered, this is actually a pretty nice bike. I mean, but I mean, the frame's a little, you know, it's a little scuffed up. I mean, there's passing paint here and there, but and then this is, well, I don't know what happened here. It looks like somebody was beating on something. I mean, the old crank bearing, or the old crank on this thing was just destroyed. So I think somebody was trying to, Either that or where the old sprocket, or, the crank bearing was gone. Maybe it was hitting right there. I don't know. Because I mean, if you look closely here, it almost looks like something was grinding into the frame there. So maybe because that's, I mean, the old bottom bracket, or the old crank, I guess you could say, the bearings and everything were so bad that like all these sprockets could actually make contact right here. I mean, it was just wobbling so badly. So that might be what happened there. I don't know how this, I mean, this obviously isn't, like, I'm not sure what happened there. This thing, I'm sure this bike got, I mean, because this marks all the way across this whole, like, back here. So if I had to guess, that's probably, because, I mean, okay, that's on the inside. That's where the chain would be if it hit. So we trace the chain down where it would hit. I'm thinking those are just areas where the chain was just hitting the frame and just gouged it really badly. But the thing I like about this frame too is obviously the twin cup holders. Okay. But yeah, the twin cup holders, and I mean, the fact that, yeah, I have the option of being able to build it like this. I mean, obviously this build isn't done. I mean, there's still plenty I could do to it, but for right now, I mean, I still can get a bag for the luggage rack here. I've got the nice fork on the front with the lockout up here on the thing. I got the really nice handlebar on the front of it. So this is actually a Wake Comp Series. It's 6061 aluminum. This one I got off Amazon. A lot of these parts actually, if you go on Amazon, you really look around, you'll notice that a lot of them are from there. I mean, the Fun stem, ZTZ front air shock. So yeah, this is, I don't know if I can demonstrate on camera too much, but I mean, it's a pretty nice little setup there. And then I got the Rock Bro pedals on there, or Rock Bros. Pretty nice. They got the nice little studs in there, so I mean, they really grab. And in fact, if you one of these people that kicks your crank back to line it up to take off, and you forget that your leg is in the way, and this pedal hits flat against the back of your leg or the front of it, yeah, it'll wake you up in a very unpleasant manner. Let's just, put it that way. But got all new lines on here. So every one of these lines, even the front one here, yeah, this one here, all brand new. So that's good. But yeah, just a little update. And then I got the seat here, a nice Schwinn seat. But yeah, I'll have some more videos out on this. Just little things I change or do here and there. Obviously it was front of a vacation. I didn't quite have time to film it all before I had to go. But basically it was a matter of put it together in like 2 hours, or not even 2 hours. It ended up actually being 2 hours by the time I was done, but I did some of it up actually at the place we were vacationing at, so I obviously didn't have time or a decent place to film there. But this is it. This is what I have so far, but like I said, there's going to be more to come because I got there's other things I want to do to it still. But yeah, that's basically where we're at for right now. So if you like what I'm doing here and you want to keep track of what I'm doing, feel free to subscribe to the channel and help me out to put more videos out and show you guys what I'm up to. And I'm gonna keep trudging on with this, so feel free to like the video if you want to, if this is the kind of thing you're into. And I know not really much mechanical tips or any building going on in this video, but I'll have more for you later. I promise you that. So Yeah, stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.